great at it, right? It looks cool, all that good stuff. But I really want you guys to think about how you can utilize the sidearm shot to benefit you. Okay, if I'm a right-handed shooter, first of all, when we talk about angles, it's much more beneficial for me to shoot sidearm being on the left side of the field facing down. All right, if I'm on that far side, it really decreases my angle. It's kind of senseless. All right, you want to make sure you use sidearm shots for the right reason. Just like a great hitter in baseball, they wait for great pitches to hit. Well, if you want to be a great shooter in lacrosse, you need to wait for great shots to take. All right, increase that shooting percentage, wait for a good shot. So first thing to think about is arm extension. A lot of people like to talk about getting full extension. You do not want to get full extension, because if you do, then you lose the ability to push and pull. All right? At the same time, you don't want to be in tight like this when you're shooting sidearm and pushing against the stick, because if you're in tight, what happens is you end up guiding that ball with your body. You end up showing the goalie where you're shooting with your body. It's very hard to guide the ball only with your hands, all right? So we want to be right in the middle, right at about 90 degrees. Definitely 90 degrees at the armpit, okay, if it's a true sidearm shot. All right, so you want to make sure that's happening. Second, you want to make sure you're taking the correct size step. A lot of people, when they shoot sidearm, they overstep and they send themselves backwards, as they often do with overhand shots, all right? So we want to make sure when we're stepping in a way that allows our body to get over that foot and drive forward, instead of preventing that body from getting over your foot and driving backwards off that shot, okay? We don't want to be shooting in the exact same way Johnny Manziel throws a football, all right? We want to be throwing off our front foot and driving forward, all right? So first thing here, right angles, and then make sure you have an angle at your elbow, all right? Make sure you have a bend in your elbow. So when we're driving through this shot, you want to start very smooth, start slowly just to get the pace down. So give yourself a little toss, hands come out, come through, all right? Once again, give yourself a little toss, make it easy. Miss there. Give yourself a little toss, a little giddy up, come forward with that shot. All right, I'll do one more here. Give yourself a little toss, hands out. Oh, do one more. I'll do one more here. A little toss, come through. All right, so you notice on that shot, I actually came with an upswing. You want to make sure you prevent an upswing when you're shooting. All right, you want to make sure you're coming straight across. All right, so that little mistake of mine, it came through and I turned my hands over like this and I started in a little upswing. When you turn your hands over like I just did in that one, what happens is the ball rolls off the plastic. You want to make sure that ball is coming straight out of the middle of your stick. All right, so in order to prevent that, you make sure the hands, they overlap here. I'm sorry, the push and pull comes through, but that stick head stays straight like this instead of turn, instead of doing this, all right? So you saw me make that little mistake. All right, come through, drive, snap all the way through. Make sure you open up your foot. All right, I hope this helps. Go home and practice it.